is to protect your rectum.
Waking up every single day,
Just
going to bed at night.
the safe.
Is it safe? Am I safe? Am I
never know.
okay?
What did you say about who? You see, you need to watch your mouth. You know.
But you know, it feels like we're slowly creeping back to fear
What
tactics.
do you mean slowly? There's no slowly here.
Fear
We are
tactics,
butt deep in it.
The Moi era.
We are deep in it.
Yeah,
Sewer system deep.
man.
Okay? I mean, and then we had
Oh my goodness.
you may not attend, huh?
Yeah.
Listen, I should have listened to you. We should have listened to
Share
you.
that.
Iko hapa.
Couldn't share that.
Mbona
That's how I'm regretting it.
Yo, do you know how helpless you are to be held down by like three
No,
guys? To the point where you're begging.
No.
Like,
This is not the island now.
Wow.
You know?
it's the island.
No, it's not that.
Mombasa Island.
No, it's not the island now where you can
Yeah,
like
bruh.
your memory is coming back and then boom.
Wanasema mwache mchizi wetu ajienjoy.
I watched
And apparently those dudes are like
You
garbage
watched
dudes.
it like
Yeah.
all of
Blink
it.
twice.
Oh, it's messed
Yeah, I
up.
did. Well, it's messed up. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's messed up.
That guy didn't even blink twice. Okay? They had him at the first blink. Okay? He remembers everything. I mean,
Yo, but what do you guys? Do you guys feel like it's a wave that's happening right now because after the Maandamano, it sort of kind of felt like we are getting out of hand. It's kind of getting out of hand to control us. You guys feel like wameanza
they've been
fear
inspired.
tactics?
No, this is Diddy inspiration. Okay? Like, no, like you can see it. September was all Diddy. Then on the last day of September, or was it the second last day of the first day of October? Now the government is using such fear tactics. Bro, let me tell you something. Come on,
Have those guys been arrested?
by who?
Wagani, see what unasikia the guy on. I was listening to his audio, his interview on TikTok. Alikuwa anasema eti hiyo siku amekuwa home, ametulia. And then watu wakabisha, almost 20 people. So they pretend like they are cops. And then they come and carry when people ask, right?
Yeah.
Wakaenda wakamnini. And imagine that's the broad daylight.
Ati
Wakaenda
what's this?
wakamfunga
Oh.
na like how is it called?
Kumfunika,
Gunia,
yeah.
Wakamfunika na gunia and stuff like
Wakampeleka
that. Wakampeleka somewhere.
Site.
Yeah. So kumpeleka huko wakampiga and then na anasema alikuwa anajua wengine, anawajua like
Like huyu ni
anawajua personally. So after that kuna wase unanangala se ubeba dustbin. Unanangala useba dust like wanabeba na
Garbage people.
Garbage people.
Hao ndio
Hao ndio wakaambiwa mfire. So wawili. After huyu mwingine akamfira and then wakamweka kwa boot. Kumweka kwa boot, so boot ya gari like a gari.
Like,
No.
yeah.
Somewhere and then
So it's boot
so you
square.
can actually hear from they're having conversations and stuff.
Who was
So-
recording? The same
See,
recording.
see the guys
Oh,
who
it was
are
continuous.
yeah, so the guys who actually walikuwa wanafanya hizo vitu walikuwa wanasema
Wana-
so wewe ni
Oh.
nani? We can hear from them telling you are Bruce. Wewe ndio unaongea kuhusu governor sijui nani. Wewe ndio unaongea kuhusu mama. Hiyo mdomo wako sijui utafanya nini and stuff like that. Wewe unaongea sana. So at the back of the car is listening when somebody is calling. And then anasikia sauti and then he says he hears the sauti, anajua sauti kama ni Sonko, anasikia sauti ya governor wa Mombasa wa Mombasa and stuff like that. So anasikia anaambia mshakula, mshamalizana hiyo story, acheni watumie pesa, alafu they're like ashatuma pesa ya kula, twendeni tukule kwanza. Baada wameweka computer and stuff. I didn't listen to the whole video. It was so traumatizing.
you mean mshakula?
Sure.
Wakamwacha hapo kwa boot, wakaenda kukula. Wakarudi. Wakaendelea sijui na safari sijui kwenda. I don't know where they left him. But it was a whole journey with the guys.
That man was booted twice.
Yo, what happened to the regular old?
And then the Mombasa
people
governor is saying that he's gonna clear his name. Hey, that's not him. That's not.
I mean, it's got dudu on it.
And stuff like that. It's
Yo,
sad.
what happened to those tactics? Chukua
You know, kitambo tu
Pigwa,
likuwa
pigwa.
finywa magwado.
finyo magwado kiasi,
Unatembea fani.
rudi home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sahi unatembea funny for a whole other reason.
Has this particular video shaken any of you guys'
Hell yeah.
freedom to speech as it is right now?
Every day, and you know this is not the first case. HR.
Yeah, I know.
This is
I
not
know.
the first case because the vlog, some of the vlogs are saying this is not the first. This is the first one because walikuwa namwambia ukijaribu kuongea, we'll release the video. So when he went to talk about it, they were expecting him not to say. So they've done for a lot of people like this,
What?
and we know very well that men don't like to talk
Ni
about this
wafili.
type of thing.
Yes, yes.
So
Eri sijulikane.
Eri sijulikane, you know. So he got the confidence to come and say, and then they released the video. They released the video.
The content.
Yeah, they released the content during the act, and it is so sad because even you know what you know the type of insult, the type of fear, the type of you bring
Rectal fear.
yeah, like ukiletea mwanaume kutoka hiyo a man, like literally
That's
a boy.
that's breaking down the man.
Exactly, literally.
breaking
You
down
see,
the
and then we have
mind.
like, and this is not the first case. You know how many of these politicians go away with murder?
Yeah.
We were just talking about a few years ya Ubado with the girl. Alienda kawini your case.
Yeah.
How many vloggers? Because there just a few of them that have been named and have been gazetted that were killed because they tried to speak. So yeah, it's a really big effect on a lot of people. Mostly the people who are actually on media.
But I'm asking now, you guys personally, do you feel like after this, go like, hey, I gotta watch out?
Nah.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Okay.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
they always say the internet never forgets, right? So that's why ukiamua ku clean your name, na old videos zako zianze kucirculate. Same thing with our politicians. When they go for political rallies, the manifestos they make to people. Then 10 years later, after you leave, your old videos are circulating
They're still
online.
there, yeah.
You know, the same thing you said, but you're trying to clarify it. But you still said it, right?
So you feel like your faith hasn't been moved in any way, shape, or form?
For me, I feel like
For
I've
freedom of
really
speech.
grown,
Okay.
like to knowing what I'm really doing. Like I
Okay.
was even saying that on my show today because that's what I was talking about basically. Like I think like this year, last year, most of the cases nearly reports is journalists being killed, threatened, their families. Wengine hadi waliuliwa mbele ya family zao.
Sodomized.
Yeah, but one was even shot in front of their family, like wamekaa hivi chill, watching a TV, then boom, straight bullet to the head. It was in Cameroon.
Yeah.
Cameroon has the highest cases. Burkina Faso, Nigeria, it's bloggers. Uganda,
Same
you can
thing.
remember Uganda, there's
Yeah.
this blogger who was shot.
Yeah.
Like, it's everywhere, it's not just Kenya. So, I feel like you being scared or us being scared, if I show fear, that's what they really want, you
It's
know.
worked.
They want people to
Yeah,
back out,
yeah,
to continue the narrative of the mainstream media, right? But I feel like if we have now people coming out to speak, the citizens, the majority,
Yes.
tukiava say wanna to back up like with the understanding we're talking the truth because we're questioning the government for what it's supposed to deliver, then I feel like that way we're in a safer mode, you know.
Okay.
You're not really safe. It's like you've decided to dedicate your life to what you do,
Yeah.
literally. Yeah.
You're
So it's either
giving
you're
your
in
life
or
to
it's
your
either you're
calling,
out. Yeah.
And you know, everyone's vocation calls for some sacrifice.
Yeah.
You know, Kamlesh, have you been moved in any way?
The only thing that has moved, okay, is siendi ku criticize watu Mombasa nikiwa Mombasa. I do it from far away. It's not like we're not going to say the truth or to call them out for what they are doing, but damn, like, what happened to the conventional means, like you were saying, like acid me or something, like shoot me, you know, like Finya Guado, you know. Although as we say this, none of these are okay, but damn, y'all sodomized the dude. Y'all gang raped the dude, man. We're not scared. We'll still talk, but damn. Like, you know how gay that is, though. And that man was really determined to be up in there. Like he was like motivated. You know, and this is the thing, by the way.
Mhm.
You gotta be hard, bro. You know. You just it's not fun. Okay? But you
Na ni mbele ya wanaume wengine.
At the presence of your fellow men.
and then
Yeah.
that guy, while you've been booted squared,
Mhm.
is actually sending them money to go, you know, energize.
Yeah.
Ni kama wanakuendea round 210.
Mm.
You ever seen that joke at Madem ati when she's ready for round 2? But
You're not.
but you're not.
Yeah.
So maybe they were not. It was like energize. You know. Mimi, by the way, I am honestly scared for where the freedom of speech narrative is going.
Mhm.
I'm not scared to speak out because that's the only power we have.
Yeah.
But I'm scared at the direction which
That we're heading.
we're headed. And I mean, the Meru one was Acid.
Burnt us to death.
Mm.
right.
Mm.
There was another one. Joby talked about them on her show, like several. This is not the first
Yeah,
blog we've
it's
seen.
happening, it's
Okay, abductions,
Have been happening.
Guadofinyaring, you know,
Guadalupe. Yo.
So there's a growing precedence of stomping down on free speech.
Mm. You know, nowadays they even use the Computer Misuse and Cybercrimes Act.
See, that's what they had done with Kebaso.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
They're like, we'll use the law against you.
but how is it cybercrime when I call out your incompetencies?
Exactly.
Because if you were following the situation with Morara,
Mm.
they didn't even present the charges sheet in court in the
Yes.
morning.
Yeah.
Because they had no charges.
They had no
They had to manufacture them on the spot.
Mhm.
So what have they been doing with this man for the last 18 hours that they've held him? How many people do you think,
Mhm.
okay, are complacent to this man's abduction?
Mhm.
How many people do you think came to see him and threaten him in that cell?
Yeah.
How many highly placed individuals did that? And this goes as far as freedom of speech in this country is so much under threat that even the deputy president is being impeached because of speaking
Because of
freely.
Speaking freely. Yes.
Okay, like they are impeaching, and the MPs, 291 of them supported Gachagwa's impeachment. 291.
Bruh.
So, like, if somebody in government
Mhm.
can't criticize the government,
Mm. And Sembuse you outside.
they're gonna do you.
Yeah. Literally.
Pow!
Yeah.
Have you seen Gachagua Amekonda
Mm.
in like 3-4 days?
Yeah. That man is not okay.
He's not okay.
Yeah.
And he's calling out, and this is not just any guy, this is number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we can't name the real number 2.
Come on.
Yeah. Spendi.
Don't feel.
Ah,
Hey.
had to come. So like there's a war that is ongoing
Yeah.
against free speech, and I feel like it's the government
Yes.
cracking down on the ease of spread of information in today's world.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because the way, have you seen Morara's rally after he was released? They were tear gassing him
Yeah,
on his way.
convoy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did he get a convoy, first of all? I thought tulimchangia tu gari moja. But
Si watu walitokea kumsupport.
that man was
And
seated
he's
on
running-
top of a
and
white
he's-
TX,
and he's running
doing
an
like this.
office. He has like a whole office.
Yeah,
My
he
God.
does. Hakuna headquarters.
Man,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Shout out to him.
Listen, whoever is, follow the money. But here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
a development in the spread of information.
Yes.
And the reaction to the establishment towards this ease of information spreadage has been
Come on.
has been very negative. It's been ill-advised.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
You can see the amateurishness in how they've been handling the whole how they've been handling the whole freedom of speech
Yeah.
perspective.
Yeah.
Because if it was some more nuanced people, you will never see this.
True.
Instead of force, it would be, you know, it's easier to whatever they say, what to get a what with honey than,
Then yeah.
you know,
yeah,
it's easier to use bribery, to use all those other things to keep these people quiet, other than trying to show force. And if you're aware of what shows of force imply when it comes to the laws of power, there's somebody who's very insecure about their position somewhere,
Yes.
feels very threatened
Yes.
about the things that are coming out, has tried to prevent those things from coming out but can't.
So
and now
they, yeah.
is
Yeah.
Tyrone Lannister.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Right.
he is the hand. The hand of the president is active.
Right.
You know, so, and or the king or whoever, we don't know who it is. But we have no more free speech. That's what I'm
No,
saying.
we do not. And for anyone who's joining us and wondering, what is free speech? Free speech is the right to speak, the right to be heard, and to participate in political, artistic, and social life without interference, retaliation, or punishment from the government.
Yep.
And that is not what is happening.
And this goes back. Larry Madowo left this country because of lack of freedom of speech.
Yeah.
Do you remember? They tried to do him wrong. They
Joby,
tried-
Joby, say something.
yeah?
Unataka kusema
Oh, not trying to say, man.
sasa yako na freedom of speech.
No. What we are saying is this is not something new, okay, that they're trying to crack down on freedom of speech.
Okay.
It's not nothing new, but the methods have changed. We're not saying he has
It's
freedom
more
of
brutal.
yes, because back then they'd use courts to frustrate you, get you fired. You know, they'd go after your pockets.
Sure.
They'd go after your reputation. Now they're going after your butthole. Okay? Now they're traumatizing you. Just imagine waking up in the morning and remembering
That happened.
that happened. A grown ass man.
You need to have amnesia, man.
I'd shoot myself.
Blink twice.
No.
That's why you forget.
Like, pow. Either I shoot both of us or I just off myself.
No, you need to have amnesia.
Death is the best amnesia.
Just
Like,
don't die with that kind of a thing. You know?
What-
I'd rather become amnesia. Be in an isolated place.
you know that will mess you up psychologically even more, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah. The fact, because you'll be alone and you'll be constantly thinking about
I have
what happened to you.
amnesia, so if I am isolated somewhere
amnesia.
like in a
What
in a
if the memory?
daycare,
What if the memories start coming
in
back?
a daycare, but like
But you know, in solitude, you go into your brain a lot.
Yeah.
I have
Like in-
amnesia.
yeah, but you're in solitude, so you're allowing the voices in your head to just.
And trust me, your brain remembers. It's just that you're in denial about not wanting to remember what your brain remembers.
You know, it's crazy. When someone says about that Bruce video, is that for these men to do it so boldly and record it means wamefanya hivyo for a while.
That ain't the
No.
Those
matter.
are goons.
Yeah,
Na
maybe
wali-
even
wali-
to kill.
Wachaji
Exactly.
enjoy.
Walijuaje huu ndio msee mwenye anajua
Yeah.
mfire. Walijua. How did they know? These people are goons. They actually check, like, even the worst people, I don't want to say gay goons, to actually come and get paid.
So
It's
there's
giving a movie.
there's this aspect.
Carmen.
There's this aspect of homosexuality in men, where you feel like it's more of a power play and it's less about sexuality. And that's why in prison you'll ask a man, are you gay? And they'll be like,
No.
but you just effed that man in his ass. Like, no, I'm not gay. Because they look at it as a power play. And there's one of these audios that, yeah, to break a
I
man.
was in you.
Like,
What you trying to tell me?
I've broken you. And
Really, it's homosexuality. What
I
you
remember when me first started researching into hip hop conspiracies when
Yeah.
I was in high school.
Mm.
And I
You
came
did
up, yeah, Diddy was actually on top of the list.
Mm.
And there's this audio that,
McNeil.
nah, this is Kitambo.
Yeah, yeah.
There's this audio that a lady was talking to him and the lady recorded the audio, the conversation. And Diddy was like, do you know how powerful I am if I can get a man to suck my dick? Like, go down on his knees and suck me. I own you. And it's like that, you know. They look at it as a power play. It's not that I am gay. You know.
He's gay. He's still
Of course
gay.
it is,
What
of
the
course
hell
it
you
is.
mean is power play?
Of course
Hata
it
kama
is.
niyo power play, gay, homosexuality is involved in every perspective. That it might be power play, whatever, mentally.
Why not like
But-
this? Why not think about it like this?
Mm.
If you can get like the hottest chick to do that, like you're it. Why does it have to be a dude?
Exactly.
Like them pen buyer when you kill them like wow, you know. And here's where it becomes like flaggy.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
He had one of the hottest chicks in the game for a while
Oh yeah.
before
Yeah.
you know he
Yeah.
Mayweathered her.
Yeah.
But she was like Cassie was like fine. Like she was like a prize. I remember there was a period where she was almost Rihanna, whatever level regarded, like in the game in terms of like beauty and all
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
But you got that at home. But you're focused on a bearded man.
He's gay. That's just there.
Come on. Come on, man.
Maandamano phase 2 is looking very, very promising.
They are actually on
Is
the
it the
streets
6th or
today.
it-
tomorrow?
It's already started.
It's already there in
Imeanza leo
town.
Yeah, I know that.
because of Morara.
Yeah.
But this time I just love that no one is about to coin it Gen Z. This time it's just Kenyans for Kenyans, man. Because, yo, it's crazy.
This is the thing. We are not even ready for what is going to happen if they're successful. And this government is full of amateurs to a point where they do not even understand how to appease citizens. Since the protests happened and cooled down, they've been poking at the people constantly. Okay, like, simli nyamaza, simli. Like, it's like they've been like, I dare you. I dare you to
But
come back again.
by doing that,
Or like
wanaendelea kuchokoza Simba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, see ati Simba kinyeshewa ni baka.
Slowly, and there's gonna be a tip over, you know.
And this is where revolutions start like this, in my opinion. I'm not saying I know how to. I'm just, you see me.
In your humble opinion.
Don't seem to. You see, when they arrested Kebaso Jan, they gave him legitimacy.
Yeah, because he's no longer a clown.
No,
Yeah, it's like he's touched the wrong nerve.
what they had done perfectly was to try and discredit all these people. One, Caspiel, they took that photo, it weathered his whatever. It was with that Nioso Ramaninan. That
Osoro,
yeah, they took that
And
photo.
Samuel.
Yeah, it went whatever.
Yeah.
He's even come out several times to distance himself from that situation. When Morara went to Citizen and said he'd received that call, and then the former journalist
Muhammad Ali.
Say his name.
pulled
Yes.
up on
See,
phone
we saw him
and
coming
yeah,
on TV.
Sijakata, I didn't remember his name. Sikumbuki jina yake.
Huyo.
So when he was on phone, what he did perfectly was discredit that story. It put doubt in the minds of the citizens. But now when you go back again, okay, and you arrest this man in the manner that you arrested him in,
Yes.
it starts raising the questions again.
Yes.
What does he know that you don't want us to find out?
Exactly.
Why is whatever he's saying getting to you like that? Because nothing hurts like the truth, my G.
He actually called out
Kindiki.
Kithure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he gave them an ultimatum that if they don't actually go ahead and actually summon or arrest the governor of Mombasa, then people are going to go on the streets, and it's not going to be easy. You see, now they call it cyberbullying. But again, talking about Morara Kamlesh, when he was on Citizen TV with Jeff Koinange show, that is the name, right?
JFK Live.
JFK Live, right? What would actually make the communication, how is it called? The head of communication for the president or the State House to actually just decide on an interview if it was irrelevant? Angeongea. But why would they just go? Aliambiwa, go and shut it down. If you listen to the whole interview and you actually be smart about it, you'll realize that Mohamed Ali aliambiwa, wewe umefanya na Jeff, wewe unajua how to shut this down. And do remember, this guy was one of the best journalists in Kenya, political journalist in Kenya.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what I feel like, first and foremost, if you can't join them,
If you can't beat them,
join them.
Join them.
That is the tactic they use. So they buy people off. Once you're that type of person who has an influence, mostly as a
They buy
journalist,
you.
they buy, and if they can't buy you, wanakufinya
Empty.
saizi wanakufira.
Yes.
Unajua?
Wanajienjoy.
Exactly, unaelewa. So I feel like
Wanajienjoy.
at that point paka Mohamed akuja aingie kwa live yako, a call in kwa JFK, they were really right. They were
He
scared.
touched the
wrong nerve, yeah.
Walikuwa
touched the
scared he
wrong
might
nerve.
say something. Ambia, go and shut that interview down.
Yeah.
And he tried to bring, Jeff, you're my friend. It's
No.
I'm working, bro. There's nothing like sijui bado tutaka chini tuongee, after this we'll still have coffee, because you're trying to shut him down. And then they knew very well, for you to get a Safaricom status, it has to take like hours, right? So akasema, go and get the list and come back again, because he said, yes, I can actually get it. So they wanted, I think they saw that he was gonna speak a lot of facts, and that's what the problem is, because this guy has gotten numbers, he has gotten that limelight, or he has gotten a number of people who can listen to him, and he's becoming a threat to the government. Ukiangalia hata hiyo nini alikuwa in his office, he called the whole press.
HQ.
Literally.
Headquarters.
Nilikuwa nasema wao msi ako na power gani, na nikumbusha venye Ruto anakaga ameamka na kuita kila msena anasimamaga hapo peke yake kwa TV, watu wanamuona. He's giving that vibe, you see. So this is somebody who can be listened to, and I feel like that becomes a threat to the government so much. And that is probably why he was actually taken there, because literally it's not cyberbullying. There's nothing. I've listened to the whole speech. I shared the whole speech on my show. I didn't see anything to do
There's
with
no
cyberbullying.
computer misuse, there's no cybercrime.
Hakuna. And why? You always say we have the right of communication, right, in Kenya, or freedom of speech.
Yes.
Exactly. So
Enshrined in our
exactly.
constitution.
And if you look at even, let's talk about even the case of that guy from Mombasa. He's from Mombasa.
Bruce.
Literally, he lives there. That is his governor. What is wrong with me saying, we need this done? You're not doing this correct. How many times have we called out other people? And I believe as a leader, you are supposed to be taking in corrections. If there's something you're doing wrong, you're serving the people. Mbona unakuja unafira watu? Mbona unakuja unatuma wase wachape mtu? Na at the same time unasema, we have freedom of speech. You can actually express yourself in Kenya. I feel like we never express ourselves. In Africa, look at the same system.
You guys remember the Tanzanian 24-year guy who was arrested for burning Samia Suluhu's picture?
Oh, yes.
In Uganda, we had the 26-year-old who was arrested for talking shit about...
He was sentenced for 6 years.
Because, I don't know,
and then that guy, Museveni's son, this is where the impunity kicks in, came out and said, no citizen can lead Uganda after Museveni vacates the seat. It is either a military man or a policeman. As in,
trying to say him.
as in, This
Because
man
he's the
is so
Yeah, he's the leader
comfortable.
of the military.
Defense.
He's so comfortable with his position to a point where he can tell a whole country, you don't matter.
Amwezi.
You don't.
It's
What
the power
what
that
are you
has been
thinking?
instilled in
In
him.
Equatorial Guinea, we had a pastor who said shit about a president who has been in power since 1978.
Oh, yeah.
Older
Equatorial
than
Guinea.
Yeah,
older than
Equatorial Guinea is
Museveni.
messed. Yeah.
So for him, he never apologized.
Todo
He
what?
was arrested for 2
The
years.
pastor.
Todo Biang. What are their names?
I can't
Our
remember his name.
Equatorial Guinea.
The son is so fucked up.
Yeah. He's
He was
the-
arrested for 2 years.
Yeah,
And in Rwanda
for
is worse.
saying the
Oh,
president.
Rwanda,
Yeah.
you don't even speak.
Exactly.
Wanaweza kukujia deep. They
One
are tall
down.
enough. They can grab you from here.
Rwanda is
So
you
you
don't
see,
even
For Rwanda, I
speak.
remember the
Problem.
last story I shared. There was a journalist mwenye alishikiwa South Africa. Alihepa Rwanda akaenda South Africa.
Na unashikwa.
South Africa.
You know what this is? Hii inapatia ile energy ya you know MBS, right? When he did Khashoggi. Remember Khashoggi when he was in the consulate?
Yeah.
You know, because this is where we are headed.
Fine.
This is what totalitarian regimes do. Where, if you criticize me, I do not care where you're at.
Who you are, where you're at, who you're
I will
with.
find you.
Yes.
Okay? And that is where this insecure leader, this insecure politician that we have massacring the freedoms of the country is taking us. The constitution is only a suggestion now.
It's an opinion.
It's an opinion.
It's a guidance opinion.
Okay?
Yeah.
It applies to some, but not to
Only
others.
when it's convenient to them.
Yeah.
Then-
Such as Murara with the Cybercrimes Act.
That is why you see
Yeah.
the courts,
Yeah.
I cannot trust Kenyan judiciary at this point.
Have you ever trusted them?
There was a point where they almost had legitimacy. Fine, you could bribe your way in there, but they were free of political influence.
Facts.
That's no longer the case. Okay? Judges are now afraid of losing their positions if they go against, even worse, I don't trust anybody that's a cop, hata kama ni bradangu.
Imagine nimefika hapo.
Okay? Because I don't know where your loyalties lie, to the blue or to me.
But you guys, is that not dictatorship?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
literally,
it is, it
because
is, it is.
Because I think I'm just explaining that because it's the instilling of fear.
Yes, fear tactics.
Yeah, literally, and it's
Fear mongering.
and it's
Divide
not.
and conquer.
I don't think. I think it's a worldwide problem.
Yeah, it's happening
It's
everywhere.
not even an African problem pekee. Ukiangalia hata majuu, if you try to speak, they either tell you mad, insane, or they take everything, they arrest you. I feel like it's a worldwide problem.
They
literally.
kanye
There
you.
was a video again I was sharing on my show. This guy used to be a journalist, I think, in TV. He was really like a really good journalist. So I think it's a Satatu hapo.
Prime time.
Then he
Remember
disappeared.
Gina, by the way.
He disappeared. So there's this documentary of him where he's explaining, where he started questioning his career. Why? Because he was once told when he questioned the president, alikuwa afanya news, like, and then there was an interview, right? So he questioned something to the president that was concerning
Where
something
you
that was
gay?
supposed to be done. So after he was told, you can never ever ever question the president or the government. You can never ever.
When the media should be independent from the government.
Exactly. So for him, he
How many
says
died?
after that he quitted his job. He started doing research on what the media is based on. How is it created? Who backs up the narrative?
Is this Alanami?
I can't
John?
remember his
Oh,
name.
yeah, that
John
man
Alanamu
is scared.
quit, and yeah, it was like by the way.
I
Nah.
think huyo alikuwa akona ndevu hivi.
Yeah.
And his buff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Alanamu, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That man was like
That man is breathing by the grace of the creator right now.
yeah.
Did they murder a Turkish journalist in Isiolo ama ni Marsabit wapi huko? Hadi it was during Uhuru's time. Alikuwa Al Jazeera.
Who?
There was some journalist, you can check it out. I think he was either Turkish or something, that was murdered during Uhuru's era.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he disappeared. Huku. And this is something that watu we are too quick to forget. We don't join the dots enough.
We are too quick to forget. That's
Okay,
true. As
this has
Joby
been a
said,
long
we
time
have
coming.
amnesia.
Yeah, it's been a long time
I
coming.
think it's to cope though.
Everybody's
is true.
trying to save their
I think
lives.
it's to cope. Yeah, it's to
They're
cope, 'cause
mental.
when we start processing everything that's happened since the 60s, since before that, at Wezani, to break down.
You see, here's the thing. In order for anything to change,
Yeah,
we have to come face to face with the reality of what is.
facts.
Okay?
Yeah.
And what is right now is we are effed in the A.
Proper.
Figuratively
enjoy.
and literally.
Entertainment, politics,
Everything.
we don't know about schools.
Hey,
Religion.
religion
Parties.
is happening.
Because you know that guy who went to a
Hey,
party then?
akafiru.
Yeah, and then we said,
Yo.
men need to be careful.
Melala hivi unasikia kitu ina
Uja
You know,
asikia.
you know,
Ule asikia.
you know how crazy it is that for many imefika like that alertness ya madem.
yeah.
You can't even trust a man
You need to
around
be
you.
careful.
Mm.
'Cause you know.
Sijui ati mko kwa klabu una watch game.
You can't trust
Okay,
a
shots
man
now
around
with a
you.
stranger. Hey.
No. Unaweza nipea shots.
Akishika akipewa hiyo sijui lips aje.
Aje. Yes, bro.
Okay. Kuna ingine
Ama
niliona
mnaongea
video.
tu,
This
unasikia
guy was in the
wanaona
club,
wanafanya
right?
jokes.
So he's in the back like having his drink.
Tunapiga story na msee
So moving kwa club, he comes behind this dude.
Who? Another guy.
Yeah, like it's a guy. I just saw him like kama it's a dude. So like haga. You know,
Na
so
dress code.
so this chilia kwa hapo na drink yake, nails all done, you know. So the guy anarobosewa then anakuja kuflip nywele hivi.
Ni ndume.
Na Joe.
Omtiti.
Hivyo ndio waliuliwa. Nani si aliuliwa ule wa Biggie
I
Smalls?
didn't believe this. That guy was so disgusted. He felt such a long time.
Yeah.
He was so disgusted.
Ni show cheki.
He was
Kwa
so
stage ya.
shocked. At least, no, he was shocked. Like, just such a dude. It's like alikuwa na feel yani ni kama ameshika kitu chafu.
Yeah. Ni
Yeah,
chafu,
we
ni
have seen-
siwa.
I've seen clips online where guys dress like that, akona haga, body, whatever, body fitting clothes. So the video starts huko iko hivi, alafu inafika huko ni mwanaume anaangalia hivi. And it's like, bro, if you had already double tapped. Yo.
You can never take it back.
You can.
You like what you like. Okay. And this is why I have a policy. Sawa. Mimi I don't hate on chicks usiku.
Me, I don't hate on chicks in a club.
No, listen. Okay, wait, I don't hate on chicks usiku.
Mbona inakaa mbona inakaa nikaa watu wako na different opinion.
Shmani unajua Shmani.
Shmani ya Joby.
I know nothing, man.
Maybe niliwakatia usiku. Wakakatika ama
I don't know if this is right. If you're having a conversation about ile story ya Didi, right? And then one guy says, like a bunch of guys having this conversation, and then one guy says, minge kwa mimi siwezi kubali mimi nifanyiwe hivyo, mimi ndio nifanyie mtu.
You're gay, my boy. Again, that's the power play thing that I was trying to tell you.
I guess.
Where
Na
it's
msee
like,
akisema hivyo in the middle of a conversation. Kama venye mnavi hivyo.
why does it have to be an option?
That guy's gay, right?
Of course.
It's like the scenario.
Wewe lazima muangalie.
He's in the closet.
It's like the
Hapo
scenario
kama
we
dem.
asked Keith.
Yo, listen. Tushesema hii story hapa. That men / boys who have had so many chicks, like bedded so many chicks, not dating, just inetagwazi. Body count yake ni crazy.
Enormous.
Bro, you're in the closet because you're looking for something in your party.
Really theory HR by then.
There's
It's
some
true
truth to
though,
it, no?
because these guys are the ones who are the most homophobic. Bro, hey, she's not.
I don't get who don't make gay jokes. Like
Take it seriously.
Yeah, like why are you taking a joke seriously? Okay? Pause, bro.
Na mkikaa, they always insist on kuongea stories za madem like ule dem jana.
Na mbona ongele maboy?
No.
Because hataki kujianika.
Me, when I sit with like guys and we're talking, of course we'll talk about chicks, but it's not the majority.
See the main agenda.
And even when we talk about chicks, it's not me and Kamlesh trying to me watch kijana nilikuwa na juzi nilikuwa. It's not that. But guys who insist on that, bro, what are you hiding?
Pause.
Unahepa nini?
What you into though?
Mi hadi mi niko na kwaga na shida yenye wavulana wenyewe wako too much homophobic.
Yeah, you're hiding something.
Like I'm like, I need to. So, why are you making a big deal out of it?
It's like
it's so huge.
This is a good thing. Kuna kikushika utaanza yes.
Instantly.
Kirema.
What? Wala.
Nimeona video yake ingine huko hivyo TikTok.
Nani?
I don't know if nimeona part of the video. It's like when you become sassy and kuna part yenye anafanya hivi.
A chick or a guy?
Rema.
Hey, it's the industry.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Sizo ni ngoma zake.
Wala.
Msanii akiachieve certain levels of success, we're ready to.
Imeenda.
Amen.
Kama sema Burna Boy.
Ile ilienda kitambo.
Wala. Ulisikia mliona video yake?
Gani?
Tena Didi.
Even bila kuona, ile ilishaenda.
We don't need to see it.
Especially if you win a Grammy. Hey.
Na Diamond.
Hukuona hiyo video akitoka kwa ndege akitembea fani?
Tulienda kufanya vitu venye tungeza posti cause it will deter the future. Maneno tu
It's like when Kevin Hart was in that party where Didi and Asha, and Didi was like, yeah, you know, I remember we used to pause, my bad. We used to wrestle on the bed, you know. We
wrestle on the bed. Why?
What? We used to wrestle on the bed, you know. That's my brother. That's my pause, man.
And then there's that video of him and Bieber like, I got him for the weekend, and that boy was scared as hell.
Have you guys?
What you wanna do? What you wanna do this weekend?
Have you guys seen this new series here, Monsters? It's from the creators of the Jeffrey Dahmer. It's about two brothers, the Menendez.
Oh, the ones that got dead by their dad.
Yeah, and then off to their parents. Crazy.
I haven't seen it, but I know the real story.
Yeah, because I remember it was big. It was around time OJ, OJ Juice, you know. But all I'm saying is I don't like all this hypersexuality attached to men and breaking down men.
Before we continue, man, rest in peace to Dikembe Mutombo.
Yeah, man.
One of the greatest.
Hall of Famer.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Rest in peace.
Died out of a brain cancer.
Man.
Brain cancer. Yeah.
At 58? Was it 59?
That man put Africans on the map in regards to basketball. And, you know, Kina Wembemaya and whoever, everybody out there, all those Sudanese dudes out there.
What's the Sudanese one?
Yeah, all these people, it's because of the roots this man laid down, not like that. But what I'm trying to say is rest in peace, man.
I come No, Didi, not like that.
Killer time.
Hey.
See, you don't get the joke, do you? So, but yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace to Mutombo. That's a legend, man.
Yeah.
What about the one that was killed?
Which one?
The wrestler? He's not a wrestler, is that?
Which one?
Is it called Mikey or Mikey or whatever?
I don't know that.
He does this.
Boxing.
Not boxing, the other one.
MMA.
Yeah.
UFC.
Yeah, UFC.
Who in
He
UFC
was
died?
shot yesterday.
What?
Yeah, he was
Send
shot.
me that. Send me that.
Okay.
Yeah, he was shot yesterday. He died.
I haven't seen that, but I haven't been.
As we expand the subject on freedom of speech, do you think that's why they're trying to silence Trump as well?
Have you seen that
This
statue?
nude
They've erected.
It's so ugly.
Oh man.
Ukiangalia msee mtu analala na huyo mtu.
For the money, SH to the
Oh
money.
my
The
God.
dogs.
Grab them by the what?
Hey, so ugly, guys. That is
Ni
how
kama
it looks
unapigwa
like in real life.
ngano.
Kuna mko anataka maguka unakaa gazi.
Kwani Shmani hujai date
Ah,
baba?
si
Kitafuta
mbuka.
kwa kitu.
Si mbuka.
Kako wapi?
Si
Ndo
mbuka.
wako nime
Hakuwa anakaa hivyo.
Type yangu na baba lakini si buka.
Alikuwa na kitambi.
hey, Shmonday. Shmonday.
Basically tafuta kitambi na pesa alafu unitafute ni kuconnect kwa Shmani.
Yeah man,
Hapo
Mr.
hivyo
Black
fika hapo
Fire.
48.
Mr. Black on Fire is in the chat saying the lovable Congolese, rest in power.
Yeah.
Real talk man, rest in power. to
Hadi
them.
walimtolea ngoma. Kuna ngoma Mutombo.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah man, the funniest thing is hearing over the years white people say the name. Mutombo.
I know,
Mutombo for the
right?
win.
Oh my God.
Crazy man.
But at least they learned how to.
You know?
You know, like he was that big. They had to learn his name.
Facts.
Yeah.
Okay, like he was that big, man.
Yeah.
So
Huge.
Moving on.
every answer.
Really, guys.
Moving on.
Hey,
swiftly,
we'll
man.
take your word for it, okay? We
If you
would question
insist,
how you.
man,
We don't
if
know
you
how you
insist.
know he was huge.
See, I've seen his pictures. He's like huge.
So,
Moving on.
You don't have to clarify.
Swiftly.
You're
Yeah.
the people we are talking about.
Moving on.
Use your own words against you. You have a problem.
That was not a gay joke. That was a size joke.
No. Yeah. But oh my goodness.
Yeah. How
Move
big?
on,
How
guys.
big are you?
Huge.
Oh man. Shmani stop. Shmani, we're trying to move on.
Herculean.
And he just said gigantic.
Mhm.
Gigantic. Oh man. Moving on, man. Joby.
Rescue this conversation.
Get back
Where
to
do you see
communication.
where do you see us going as a country? Because there's so much happening. Ruto is outside the country. People are trying to impeach our DPP. Umtata is the only one who is saying NHIF, SHA, Hi-Fi. Morara has been arrested. Bruce
Sirwa.
Anafirwa. Like so much is happening.
And
Yeah.
if you remember, the other day,
Adani.
Yes.
when protesters went to present names of the people who were murdered to the DCI,
Yeah.
they were tear gassed outside the
Yeah.
DCI.
Tokeni hapa.
Hata
You know.
walikuwa tear gas jana wakienda kwa Morara.
Tokeni hapa.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm at a loss for words.
You know?
Because there is a president
Mm.
and it's not looking good. So where are we headed?
Yeah.
Joby can tell us.
That's a nice one.
You see what he did there?
I
That's
know,
a nice
right?
one.
I know.
I feel like I'm just repeating myself because I spoke about all this again on my show.
Okay.
There's a lot going on, to be
Yeah.
honest.
And it's in the world.
And there's
Yeah.
Sodomy too.
a few things going on also in to distract us
Mm.
from all this.
Yeah.
If you try to look at it entertainment wise, number one, like there's these big concerts going on. People will be distracted, but there's also other shit reality going on.
Yeah.
So where are we going as a country? Number one, like I said, everything will have to involve us as a people.
Mm.
Like until we feel all this is pressing us as a people.
All of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we go, like you say, this is not a Gen Z now movement.
this is Kenyans for Kenyans.
You know, the whole country understanding this is wrong,
Yeah.
this is right.
Mhm.
Then from there we're still gonna keep on seeing the same thing.
Okay.
You know, until we demand power,
Yeah.
we call for more impeachments,
Mm.
we resolve literally everything, have new leaders,
Yeah.
which is gonna take time. Of course, it's not a TK show.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying like it's gonna happen tomorrow, but until
of-
we
yeah,
actually
yeah,
show
yeah.
that we really care about our country, like the way right now people are so concerned. The Tsavo National Park, mining, a lot of things. I love the way people are so alerted. I
True.
feel like the previous demonstrations brought so much light or shed so much light on people now watching what the government
What's really
is doing.
happening,
As
yeah.
much as the mainstream media is telling you this now,
Yeah,
people are
yeah.
doing research on their own, you know. So we're in a good space of where we know what's going on,
Yeah.
but we're in a fucked up space,
As
pardon my
well.
language,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
Ruto is really, he has messed us up, like big time. Try to look at from the beginning of the year, the company, the majority of the company, the Kenya company assets, that were sold, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Including Kenya
Privatized.
Power, privatized, and so much. That is messed
How
up.
do you privatize a parastatal, bro?
You know, that is messed up. We're talking about poor water irrigations. Look at how April so many people died. People sleeping on the roof.
Yeah.
That has not been solved. We still
Yeah.
have pending unanswered billions of the motorboats.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
like we're in a
Do you
good
feel?
place, but
Do you
also in
feel
a
like
fucked
the
up
tip
place.
over is almost happening? Like, where? Because from the Mandamanos when they were still fresh, people like professionals were saying that the next one will take time before Kenyans can gather again. Do you feel like it's almost here, Ama Badi?
Nah, I feel like the fear is still there
Okay.
because especially with this, and I've seen today Ruto, there was I think a petition what was filed of him being, he should be answerable to why he failed to protect Kenyans
Emotion.
during the demonstrations,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I feel like this is not it yet
Okay.
because say is really held on the balls, like for real. Because I love understanding, like, and I've understood politics, like, think so deep. We try to look at the history of the people who are serving, the things they have done, how they have walked away with it, to them becoming who they are right now. Ruto has done a whole lot of things, you know. No matter how many people talk about it, no matter how much evidence we have outside there, this guy still gotten to the top of becoming a president,
Yeah.
you
true,
know.
true.
So we should understand the top power, number one. And I love using again something Dimore was talking about, the 48 laws of power, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah. 48
And
laws
among
of
it
power.
is know when to poke your master, never outshine your master.
Never outshine them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
know when to literally, like, you know, dunga natoa. Kidunga sana kila time, you know.
So here it is.
Yeah.
Senator Daniel Manzo files a censure motion against motion against Ruto, cites failure to protect Kenyans against police brutality, which is true, and it is within their power to do so.
Yeah.
You know.
So yeah, like literally, I feel like we're in a good place, but we're not really yet there. Like where this is gonna be the it deal, not yet. I feel like either elections, as much as Kito saying elections, they're gonna steal. I feel like elections, number one, the outcome
Yeah.
of the results
It's gonna
can tell us a
true,
lot.
true.
And whoever is going to be again selected as president also is going to give us a lot of reaction from the. Personally, my hope is on the election, literally. Like, not for a complete revolution, but at least things changing.
Man.
I personally think
Okay.
that right now that people are woke, Kenya would never be the same. Even if we have like these bad leaders, hata kama kutakuwa na 100% revolution, and we won't have maybe 100% genuine leaders that want Kenyans, want the best for Kenyans,
Yeah.
but how they will rule, because now people are woke, people want accountability, will actually not be the same.
But I feel like we should look at also, if you talk about work, look at the percentage.
Yeah,
What we
I-
call in work.
yeah.
There are people who move with the masses because things are moving. Because if I try go back to the demonstration, trust me,
so many.
people appeared on the demonstration
Yeah,
because
so many.
not everyone even read the financial bill. People went because they had the controversial about this financial bill, which is gonna hike the taxes, which is gonna be effective.
I agree not everybody is woke Yeah, but I want to also agree that it's not the way it was before, like with the millennials, older millennials. You see, with our parents, I feel like the generation right now, a lot of people, or the generation right now, a lot, if not a few, know what is happening literally. That's why you see, even when they come out of the streets, they can explain to you. Somebody, I remember personally, in my first year, I didn't know anything about the guy. I was not even interested to watch news and stuff like that. But right now, look at a first year right now. Anafuatilia, anajua kenye inafanyika. So that's why I'm saying, at the end of the day, there is a number, or there's an improvement. There's a shift that is actually going on. And even if we won't have like 100% of genuine leaders, regardless of what is going to happen, but the ruling and how they rule is not going to be the same, because now people are getting that the power is in their hands, and they will go as kama sahi wanaweza sema tuwezi fikia preso, tunaweza fikia MCA, tunaweza fikia MP hivi, unajua by the time I feel like we are at a better place literally, because of what we know and where people are. But also when you look at it as a nation of what is literally happening, and I had Kamlesh talking about the DCI. I don't know if you guys saw, but the DCI of Kenya, it was rated number 1.
Doing what?
Did you see that? And you see what the DCI is doing right now.
We have pending cases.
DCI wenye wakushika.
Ule mtu aliua watu 46 ama 50 alishikwa.
Yes.
Watu polisi wenye wameshikwa watu time ya police brutality ya maandamano wameshikwa.
There's no accountability.
Exactly.
There's no follow through. We even saw it from the president.
Exactly.
How he really does not give an F.
Exactly.
About us.
Exactly.
On national television.
Exactly. So you see why I'm saying, if you look at what is literally happening I saw this, I don't know if she's the governor of which country, I don't know if it's male, she's a female governor of Kenya. She was talking about how Historia Gachagua is actually a distraction.
I said that.
And she was saying this is a distraction because first and foremost, so that we cannot concentrate on First Adani.
I said that.
And we cannot concentrate on NHIF and SHIF. And he's trying to say at the end of the day, and it made a lot of sense to me, because literally looking at this, about my bestie. These people's kids are friends, and then from nowhere now we have these people, or we have 291 people. Might be the truth, but with a lot of knowledge that you have about the politics that they actually play, might also be distraction. So you have to actually think about it and be open-minded. All these things, and even people that come into power, maybe at Aokina Morara, you never know. But you look at it and you're like, hey, it is time for us Kenyans to actually wake up. And I feel like
how soon do you see the horizon happening?
Well, I feel like the first time we went out, people didn't imagine we could actually pull that. So the second time, now people have the confidence. Unaelewa? Personally, yezi kuwa that go-to, but I believe we are getting there.
I feel like people are not really angry enough yet for me.
If we're not there, I mean, if people are not angry enough, see, but
we are getting it's a progress, because ile ya kwanza ilikuwa shock. Probably because it shocked them, even to the
and infants and pregnant women.
Exactly.
Something that is within NHIF, but specific to these 3 demographic groups, because these are the most affected. Pregnant women, because we have to preserve the future. Old people, because in this country, old people don't have medical care.
And even without medical care, with the NSSF, with the retirement, you know, my granddad had to come all the way
to Nairobi.
Wait in line for over 8 hours just to be denied his pension premiums. And they insist, like, we're not sending to the bank, we're not sending to the branch. Come to CBD. If your grandparent is in Mombasa, is in Turkana, they don't care.
Do you know why? They're hoping you don't come.
They're hoping you don't come, because when you don't claim it,
don't come. Don't come.
Personally, I feel like this NHIF,
in my Kamala Harris, don't come.
SHIF, I feel like it's just NHIF. I don't know, this is my understanding. It's NHIF, but sasa na feel as if gava inakuja na its own people. You see the way government always comes inachukua, oh, nyinyi ndio mmekuwa hapa, you are here because the people who are leading NHIF wamekuwa before. I feel like this is how politics work. If I come with my new people. I can nakuja na watu wangu. So they're trying to take that business away from them. That is what I think. And then they've come up with, because the name is still the same, the everything that NHIF was doing, which they weren't delivering, is what SHIF is actually doing, but you pay more. So it's the same services, literally, and they've taken now, they're saying, oh, because NHIF didn't work, SHIF is hii ni company mpya inakuja kama mpya, but ukiangalia everything that NHIF was actually doing is what SHIF is doing, and they're actually increasing more money. So me I feel like ni kuchukua nini ya watu, come with your own tactics, take away that, steal more money from people. You want to be in charge of that. I feel like they want to now be in charge, literally. You see the way they pick everywhere? They now came and stated, akasema, oh, ni NHIF ndio mnalia, acheni niwaletee SHIF yenye mimi nitakuwa na control. It's like the hustler fund. Literally, unaona venye kulikuwa na loans zingine, sasa acha nilete hustler fund. Hizi loans zingine hazikwangi zimewafanyia hivi na hivi. Exactly, una get. So that is what is taking that market. I don't want to call it a market because
it is a market.
Ni soko, like literally. For me, that is what I feel all this and SHIF is. Because hata kama ni digital, watu wanalipa 1,500. Personally, mimi niko na NHIF. Man, sijaitibiwa nayo. Sijawaitibiwa na NHIF. I pay. Unaenda hospitali unauliza, siku hizi ukienda nakwambia tukubali NHIF.
For the smallest
even the smallest thing nakwambia tukubali NHIF. Hata kitabu manze unanunua. Man, hata painkiller, like it's just crazy.
As we talk about this, there's a video 9 minutes ago of cops being chased out of neighborhoods in the city.
Come on.
By the residents. Yeah, come on.
They should be assimilated huko kwao.
Like, oh no. So watch this. Just watch this. So like, these cops are in the neighborhood and they are like dressed for anti-riot. Wanapigwa mawe, wanatupwa wote side moja, then they are escorted. As they begin to run, wanatupiwa mawe tena.
Wanaishi hapa ama walikuja kunini?
No, it's the anti-riot. So all today we've had anti-riot police in different neighborhoods in the city. All day. There was Ichungwa was saying that MPs until the Gachagua or whatever is finalized, the impeachment, that they should be added security for their safety.
Okay.
CBD, if you were in town in the morning, was full of cops.
At the parliament was crazy.
Nakumbuka asubuhi, sawa, nikienda town nilipitana na lori 3 zile za maji zikienda CBD.
Yenyewe sisi tunashika jiade. Tujaona shit.
You know,
oh my God.
I was intentionally offline the past few days. I went into the office and said,
I know, like that is it to shocked.
And here's the thing.
This is Ngara, right?
Yeah, that is Ngara. And the thing is, you have to understand your rights for you to defend your rights. Because ama karao ni watu wa saba. Okay? The only way that they can control you is if you actually fear them. Because fear is what makes you run away. And you're afraid because you don't understand what your rights are and why they are your rights.
In the first place.
Yeah. Because you have a right to live comfortably and not in fear. As a taxpayer in this country, hiyo ni kama kuishi kwako, unalipanga land rates na kila kitu, lakini unaogopa utakuja utolewe nje na serikali.
You know, even now, imefika to the point that percent share of yours, you have to pay.
Yeah. Oh, so land rates used to be like 1,200 over a year.
Yeah.
Sign it 27,000. No.
100.
Yeah. It used to be 12 so per
and
year.
for you to even plant.
Yeah.
Then you can't just be a DIY farmer.
Na ukiplant tena mang'ombe, ukifarm mang'ombe pia ni.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't do anything small scale.
Uwezi.
Because they don't want that.
Ati bullet chilies kwa balcony kuja.
Guys, sitashikwa mimi.
And here's the irony of it. While they're doing that,
Yeah.
passing those laws,
Yeah.
the first lady is starting that kitchen garden.
Farm.
Yeah, she has a whole,
Sure.
no, not show, like campaign. I wouldn't be surprised.
Haina atapewa show ya farmers.
Maybe crusade.
Haina. Ambia watu kanisa venye wata.
Listen, like she has a whole, like the way Kenyatta did it with the Linda Mama.
Mm.
Has me like we need more kitchen gardens.
Mm.
Like panda vitamin. Like what the hell? And while you're telling us to plant vitu, simultaneously, your better half, sir, is telling his MPs to go ahead and pass laws to prevent you from doing what?
Ndio na push agenda. Si watu wa plant ndio bwana yake akujedo.
Sindio.
Eh.
See, that's what I'm trying. Like, she's trying to trick you into penalization,
Exactly, literally. It's a mind game.
and that's where, in my opinion,
Mm.
we're not just battling freedom of speech,
Mm.
but freedom.
Freedom.
Yeah.
We're battling for freedom. It's not just speech,
Yes.
but freedom of
Freedom in itself.
how we exist,
Yes.
how we live,
We are not free.
what we are allowed to do.
Freedom of our rights.
How can you tell me what I shall do in my own land?
Do you know what the funniest thing is? Every time you get into an altercation with cops,
Yeah.
the white boy or the white girl in you
Mhm.
wants to be like, I know my rights.
Oh,
Like I don't nakumbuka uko wapi.
I mean, my intrusive thoughts always when I'm with the cops.
Me, I've been with the homies and that happened. Alikulwa bari. I wanted to say that next.
Yeah.
I know my rights secretly.
But yeah, utagotwa,
Chini ya maji.
lakini, me I still say it. Lakini gota I get louder.
Mhm.
Like, Joby said it, there is no point of fear anymore.
Yeah.
Because, trust me, if you're afraid or not, bado atakudhulumu.
Mm.
They shall sodomize you still, if you're afraid or not.
Mhm.
It's just a different type of sodomization.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, we stand with Bruce. Because, in one way or another, they've all done that to us.
Mhm.
By them holding him down and doing that, they did that to an entire country.
Yes.
Mm.
And are doing that.
And it's not the first case.
Yes.
So we are fighting for freedom. Freedom to remain with intact sphincters. Freedom to remain acid free. Freedom to remain out of cells. Freedom to actually go to your house and sleep without electrocuting your door. Ndio polisi akikuja apigwe shock. Okay? You electrify your door just so that you can sleep safely till morning. Do you get how messed up that
They
is?
might
That
shoot you
is
through the window.
Yeah. Oh.
Hata huwezi ishi kwa bedsitter anymore. Ah,
Unaingisha
hivi. Dwa, wewe kiahaga.
Oh my God.
Anakwambia hiki ni kile kienyewe.
hawana stretch KG3 anakuamsha na
Tata.
fungua.
Ati si mdomo, si mdomo. Wacha nijienjoy.
Yo.
Ah.
Because imefika mahali, even the guiding constitution,
Yeah.
it's not applicable anymore.
Let me ask.
But do you know that the constitution itself is been built to actually favor only those who are in power?
Exactly.
And
But
it's not
even
even
it's,
it's not our constitution.
you know, but there are some loopholes that cannot work if you're not in power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just wewe kama mwananchi and you know the constitution.
Mm.
So umerecite kwani ni Biblia ikusaidii.
I know it doesn't help like the common mwananchi. It
Yeah.
will never favor you in
Yeah.
any way. The people who write it, and I feel like that's why you hear the constitution is passed only via some people when it's in the parliament or through the senators and stuff like that, because they're the ones who actually can write it. So if I am the one that is gonna propose this motion, it has to favor me mwenyewe kwanza. So I feel like that is what is happening. I don't know if you guys saw that they've taken to the Senate the motion of increasing the
7 years.
to 7 years.
Sini,
presidential term.
yeah.
And also the MCAs and the MPs.
Yeah.
What-
Cherangani,
And you know that,
Yeah,
they are
Wanani.
pushing that thing.
And but you know that is a conversation that was there even before he got into power.
Yeah.
I had it before.
No, but okay, it can't pass personally. Reason is, it will need a national referendum to. as part of
Itakuwa
constitution.
machungwa tena. That whole
Yeah,
thing.
it will have to
Yeah.
go to Machungwa Mandizi tena. Oh, that's pause, man. That's like whatever and whatever. Machungwa.
See,
But,
that goes back to tribalism.
yeah, but what we're trying to say is, in Kenya everything is tribal.
Yeah,
But what you're trying to say is,
We
after
are
Senate,
not.
we are individuals. We are talking about Kenya,
I get it.
yeah, as a collective. So
After Senate,
we'd have to go to the ballot to either approve
Or
or
disapprove.
disapprove that.
so is it through the ballot? The
Yeah,
constitution
the-
says you have to.
If it
go,
goes
okay.
through the Senate,
Yes.
now the people have.
And after the
so-
Senate, no, it doesn't go down back to the parliament. So it is suggested, and then if the president agrees to it, a national referendum is organized by the election body, which is IEBC, where now we have the people that are advocating for it and those that are opposing it come to the people and sell their campaign and their reasons why you should side with them. So I feel like we are pretty secure from that happening because the people will not want to see Zakayo any more than we need to.
2027 seems like a.
Mbali na so.
Yeah, but it seems like it will be a crazy year.
You know
It
what?
seems like it will be a
Umeambia
crazy.
You know what?
2027.
This is
20 years.
20 years later.
And still,
I mean, it was 92 and then 207.
true.
God damn it.
But
There's always gaps.
2027 will be crazy.
And
I've said it.
can I tell you something?
Yeah.
The soil is crying to be fed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The soil is thirsty.
Mm-hmm.
You can even feel it in the air. The soil is thirsty. And freedom has never been watered by water. Freedom is watered by blood. And that soil is so thirsty. And you can see the stage setting itself up for the soil to be fed.
It's setting itself.
Yeah, it's setting itself up.
Literally. So bad.
So
Okay.
let's see what happens. But you had asked something, you must have.
Where do you see Keleke?
To the pits. Yeah, to the pits.
Into the thick of it.
To the pits. So, first of all, beware the distractions. There are so many.
So many.
So many.
Tumesawadi there are Kenyans in Palestine crying.
Be aware of your surroundings.
Kwa hapa tuko
There's-
Johnny Walker.
So many of them.
Hey, Remal Cheleo.
Walk it through.
Alibad.
Kulinyesha.
Be aware of your surroundings. What you talk, where you talk.
Spatial intelligence. Yeah.
And the thing, again, comes down to the leaders we have. If we can call them that. Because we can see a new crop of leadership trying to emerge.
Yes.
We can see it.
Yeah.
Like it is here. But the status quo is holding on to their positions and are so afraid of the shift or the handover
That is.
to the new generation
Yeah.
that they're resorting to literally killing a whole generation while forgetting that they're not immortal.
Yeah.
Oh, you know it's inevitable.
It's inevitable. But here's
What
the
they're
thing
trying to
about
do is corrupt a few.
rules of power again.
Yeah.
Power is never given.
It's
It's
taken.
taken.
It's taken.
Okay? So this is very natural when it comes to the game
Yeah.
of power. Whatever is happening, and it will cost lives. So 2 decades down the line, we are about to make the same mistake again. 2 decades down the line, we have not learned from the previous mistakes of the previous regimes. We are still provoking the youth of this country. We are still making sure that the youth are actively jobless.
Yeah.
Because what do you mean you're trying to create jobs, yet you're putting policies in place that make it hard for companies to operate in this country? Like, let's talk about our industry kidogo tu.
Yeah.
Let's not even, acha tujieke na common man, content creators. Name me another industry right now that if you're established in Kenya, hata tuseme ukianza, can give you 50k a month.
Forex.
Hiyo watakukula.
Forex huwezi anza hivi na upande.
Before umekio 50k watakuwa wamekula kaso. Content creators have been such a big part. Wamama works.
Ndio waboy wa forex now.
So, like, content creation for the last decade has been one of the biggest employers of young people. They have gone out, acquired equipment, come up with strategies, created marketing plans, and actually started making money off online platforms. Name me a single government legislation that supports content creators. There is none.
Didn't they say that they are forming? Is it a website?
They say,
Of course, it's always forming.
They
The
say-
plans are always being announced.
I
We
know.
intend that by the end of
tumetenga bilioni.
shout out to that guy.
You know, because here's the thing. That's when you start seeing the impunity and negligence of the older generation to the younger one. Because they don't understand what we are trying to do, what we are trying to achieve, and that we don't need kwenda mjengo to make a buck.
Yeah.
They're trying to build roads to create jobs za kwenda kushovel. And nimelipa private university Mount Kenya. Nikapiga 4 years degree. Nikakuja nikaambiwa my degree in arts biology is not applicable. And now I'm looking for kazi mtaani. Listen to even the jobs that they are claiming to be bringing back. They say they'll bring back kazi mtaani. They say that
kusafisha streets.
They say they'll increase the number of recruits into inaitwa nini? NYS.
NYS.
They say that they're going to bring everything is every job that they're creating is minimum wage jobs. There is no job where you can see security. And the best way to create security is to support local businesses. Any local business that is doing good, government should take notice and prop it up.
Support, inject.
Yes,
Yeah.
inject as much support as it can.
Yeah.
So for the last decade, and this is where natakanga kuambia watu, umse hii si term yake ya kwanza, ni ya tatu.
Imagine.
This is his third term. Believe it or not, he was not an MP before. He was the Gachagua. Yeye ndio alikuwa anasema ukienda Rift Valley utajua venye Rift ni deep.
Come on.
Now ni ukiguza mlima.
Usiguse mlima.
It is a dormant volcano.
Oi.
It erupts. That is the rhetoric now.
Yeah.
Same bigoted people
Yeah.
doing the same bigoted bullshit.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So you can't tell me that you have the best interests of the people at heart when they complain you kill them. When they create industries, you try to tax those industries without any input
Yes.
of your own as government.
And realistically high taxes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You try to even bully them with KF whatever with Mutua, what he was that guy anaitangwa nani, KFCB boss, what he was doing, trying to, and Kina Priest, what they were doing, issuing YouTubers with whatever to start getting licenses. It's like they control YouTube. This is a parasitic government. This is a government that is not fit to lead in any shape or form. The fact that you have a guy Bila Bez, who's the former Sijui, whatever, wa interior, goes to show you that you have no masculinity leg to stand on.
You know.
It's a very big rift.
And it's deep.
And it's Rift Valley deep. There is nothing that is changing anytime soon. Unless we get ready to water the soil. And as I say that,
it's sad, but it
is the truth, but it is sad.
Yes. It's harsh.
We have to literally stick together. Because as I finalize, hata wewe ukiwa 46, 56, they can bruise you. Watakuweka chini na watakufira pia wewe. Watajienjoy na wewe. It is no longer a Gen Z thing. Before, they divided us in terms of age groups, age sets, in terms of they tried to do it economically, kakata.
They tried
tribalism. The only thing that worked was getting the older generation to start hating on the younger generation.
Vice versa.
That's the only thing that worked. They injected goons to get the business community to start going against the young people. Because you can't tell me wali loot quick mart for like hours na kuna polisi. Na polisi wako tao wanapiga watu tia.
Ni ile unalipwa to look away.
Exactly. So it's not just freedom of speech that we are fighting for.
We are fighting for freedom.
Freedom.
Exclamation mark.
This is neocolonialism by our own people. At some point, we have to go back to the forest. We have to liberate ourselves once again.
We have General Mosquito asking, Kamlesh, I didn't realize that was you in the comments yesterday, and well, I have to remember that your YouTube name is Simon Bongo Bongo. I'm not even gonna ask. And he's also saying, Shmani, focus on the show. That's a direct shot. It's a direct shot.
Who's that?
General Mosquito.
Hi.
He's buzzing around you.
That is how he always says hi to me.
Shout out to the General. But we were talking about freedom of speech, especially in Kenya, but just generally Africa worldwide. Kamlesh just gave us one hell of a closing remark. Joby, Shmani, what are yours?
Don't be scared. If you already started this journey of speaking the truth, literally continue fearlessly. Again, it's either way tukikataa kuongea, you'll still die hata wewe. Unaona? And you'll die and come back in this fucked up place that you refuse to literally change. And I believe everyone has a purpose, you know, like it says, everyone who's tapped into this current frequency, I'd say, of waking up and telling the truth. He says they participated in the creation of the white people because they are part of all this mess. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But don't be scared. Move boldly, confidently. And shout out to all the journalists. Personally, I love giving shout out to all the journalists for the courage you wear every single day, despite the stories you share, the filter you have to wear for the sad stories you cover, the unknown battles you fight. Keep on going.
That is true. I agree.
My closing remarks is for us to have a revolution, blood must be shed. So the journey is not going to be easy. At the end of the day, we are going to face all this. We're going to face destruction, death. We're going to face fear and stuff. But at the end of the day, the main goal is to actually get a better place to live in,
Yes.
get a better Africa, get a better Kenya. So if you want that better place, you have to be ready to fight.
Yeah.
Despite you saying hata ukisema itakuja, itakupata pahali, isipokuwa kwa journalism itakupata tu kwa place pako pa kufanya kazi.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, everybody is affected.
Everyone.
Everybody
yes.
is going to be affected. So
Yes.
yeah, keep doing what you have to do. Keep fighting for a better nation, regardless. And history about tribalism, let's not have it. I believe that this generation that we have right now don't focus on tribalism. They try to change it. They try to make us hate each other. Let us not focus on that. Let us focus on the real deal and on the real goal to where we want to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I agree as well. As we're winding up with the show, I would say be fearless in the pursuit of truth, because whether you make change or not is dependent on you.
Yeah.
And like Joby said, if you don't do anything, the evil ones will win. So it's only right that we do something. I'll see you. Catch us every Tuesday, every Thursday on the Black Kings frequency. Catch Joby and man like Kamlesh on the Culture Show. I'll see you.
Yeah.
Yes, man, I'm signing out.